We have
Victim Services Program.
Call for the vote. Just for the record, we have 15 councilmen present, so our 2/3 is 10.
George Dreamer Jr.,
Yes.
Norman Standing Soldier,
Yes.
Troy Little,
Yes.
Anna Halverson,
Yes.
Craig Dillon,
Yes.
James Cross,
Yes.
Jeremy Rosales,
Yes.
Tyler Lunderman,
Yes.
Bo Little White Man,
Yes.
Jackie Sears, Blaine Little Thunder,
No.
David Kelly,
Yes.
Lyle Weston,
Yes.
Beef Randall,
Yes.
Sonia Little Hawk Weston,
Yes, 1 no. Motion carried.
And then the second one, resolution of the Oglala Sioux Tribal Council of the Oglala Sioux Tribe amending Resolution 25-189, requiring verification of qualification requirements and background investigation and drug testing clearance to include all political appointees and to advertise the political appointee positions, including the Marijuana Commission positions. Motion.
Motion by Councilman Weston. Second by Councilman Dreamer. Call for the vote.
George Dreamer Jr.,
Yes.
Norman Standing Soldier,
Yes.
Troy Little,
Yes.
Anna Halverson, Craig Dillon, James Cross, Jeremy Rosales,
Yes.
Tyler Lunderman,
Yes.
Bo Little White Man,
Yes.
Jackie Sears, Blaine Little Thunder,
Yes.
David Kelly,
Yes.
Lyle Weston,
Yes.
Beef Randall,
Yes.
Sonia Little Hawk Weston,
14 yes, 1 not voting. Motion carried.
Thank you, Chair. That's all we had.
Okay, thank you. Okay, motion approved agenda by Councilman Lunderman, second by Councilman Rosales. Call for the vote.
George Dreamer Jr.,
Yes.
Norman Standing Soldier,
Yes.
Troy Little,
Yes.
Anna Halverson,
Yes.
Craig Dillon voted yes, James Cross, Jeremy Rosales,
Yes.
Tyler Lunderman,
Yes.
Bo Little White Man,
Yes.
Jackie Sears,
Uh-huh.
Blaine Little Thunder,
Yes.
David Kelly,
Yes.
Lyle Weston,
Yes.
Beef Randall,
Yes.
Sonia Little Hawk Weston,
Unanimous 15, motion carried. Okay, moving on. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to the E and BD Committee Chair.
Thank you, Chair. I'll turn it over to the Vice.
Thank you, Chair. Okay. So I have here a resolution of the Oglala Sioux Tribal Council of the Oglala Sioux Tribe approving the selection of Ed Fagan as general manager for the Prairie Wind Casino and Drew Skeen as an alternate. Now I'm going to skip to the fourth whereas. Whereas in the exercise of these authorities, the tribal council established the Prairie Wind Casino on the reservation, and whereas the position of general manager for the Prairie Wind Casino is being filled on a temporary basis by an acting general manager, and the tribe desires to fill the position on a non-temporary basis. And whereas the tribe posted an announcement for the position, and the tribe received and reviewed numerous applications. And whereas on September 5th, 2025, the Economic and Business Development Committee conducted interviews with the top 3 candidates, and based on those interviews and its review of all applications, the committee recommends the selection of Ed Fagan to serve as general manager of the Prairie Wind Casino, subject to approval by the tribal council and successful negotiation of a contract. And the committee recommends that Drew Skeen be selected as an alternate in the event Mr. Fagan is not approved by the tribal council or the tribe is not able to negotiate a contract with Mr. Fagan. And whereas, having considered the matter, the tribal council agrees with the recommendations of the Economic and Business Development Committee. Now therefore be it resolved that the Oglala Sioux Tribal Council hereby approves the selection of Ed Fagan to serve as general manager of the Prairie Wind Casino, subject to successful negotiation of a contract. And the tribal council hereby selects Drew Skeen as an alternate in the event the tribe is not able to negotiate a contract with Mr. Fagan. And be it further resolved that the Economic and Business Development Committee is delegated authority to negotiate a contract with Mr. Fagan, or if necessary, Mr. Skeen, subject to the approval of the Executive Committee. And be it further resolved that the Executive Committee is delegated authority to approve a contract with Mr. Fagan, or if necessary, Mr. Skeen, and the tribal president, or in his absence, the tribal vice president is authorized to execute the contract. Certification, motion.
Motion by Councilman Rosales, second by Councilman Lunderman. Call for the vote. Oh, yes, question.
Okay, so you're authorizing the executive committee to negotiate his contract? What if it is over our threshold?
No,
Go ahead.
testing 1, 2, mic check. The Economic Business Development Committee will do the negotiations and send the contract to the Executive Board for approval. Yeah, so we'll try to have a meeting on Friday if nothing's going on with youth affairs, George, to get that negotiation with the Mr. Fagan
That's okay.
to get it moving anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Attorney, let's just elaborate on that. Go ahead.
Madam Secretary, the council, if it adopts this resolution, will delegate authority to the executive committee to approve the contract. So even if it is above the threshold, it will be delegated authority, so it will be authorized.
Okay, that's your clarification.
George Dreamer Jr.,
Yes.
Norman Standing Soldier,
Yes.
Troy Little,
Yes.
Anna Halverson,
Yes.
Craig Dillon, James Cross,
Yes.
Jeremy Rosales,
Yes.
Tyler Lunderman,
Yes.
Bo Little White Man,
Yes.
Jackie Sears,
Uh-huh.
Blaine Little Thunder,
Yes.
David Kelly,
No.
Lyle Weston,
Yes.
Beef Randall,
Yes.
Sonia Little Hawk Weston,
Ha.
14 yes, 1 no, motion carried.
That's it, Chair. Thank you.
That's it? Okay. Thought there was one. Okay, so moving on to 2/3 at this time, I'm going to turn it over to the Law and Order Chair.
can you please turn in the packets that Angie passed out regarding the personal information of the applicant? Thank you.
General Manager, okay, so that's this one.
Okay. I got authority. Okay, so our first 2/3 item from Law and Order, resolution of the Oglala Sioux Tribal Council of the Oglala Sioux Tribe approving the contract between Oglala Sioux Tribe and LB Construction and Repair, LLC for construction services for the OST Victim Services Program. Skipping down to the fourth whereas the Oglala Sioux Tribe needs some construction and repair services for the Victim Services Program and Emergency Youth Shelter. And whereas there is funding available through the federal grant and will improve buildings and install fencing, and the project was formally advertised, and selection was made to accept the bid proposal from LB Construction and Repair, LLC, to perform services and work. And whereas the OST Law and Order Committee has reviewed this matter and recommends to the Tribal Council to approve the contract. Now therefore be it resolved that the Oglala Sioux Tribal Council does hereby approve the contract between the Oglala Sioux Tribe and LB Construction and Repair LLC as attached and incorporated by reference as if fully set forth herein. And be it further resolved that the tribal president, or in his absence, the tribal vice president is authorized to sign any documents necessary to effectuate the contract. Certification, motion.
Motion by Councilman Weston. Second by Councilwoman Little Hawk Weston. Call for the vote.
Hold on, question, Chair.
A question, go ahead, Councilman Kelly.
As with every other contract that comes through, has it had legal review? Because I don't see any attachment for that.
Yeah, I think Rianne ran through this one here when it was in Law and Order, but she's not here today.
Okay. So I guess moving on to the second question would be under compensation. So we're gonna advance 102,148 up front.
Of their grant. They're doing this off of their grant.
Yeah, so you're gonna do this for the contractor? Because that's what it says in the compensation portion. %50 in advance includes mobilization and materials. So you're gonna front in 50 or 100 and some $1,000 to do the work?
Yeah, that's what Ann Cross brought forward to us with the deadline. So it's gonna happen exactly the way it reads, as far as I know.
My third question then would be under number 14, the dispute resolution. Any disputes arising under this contract will first be resolved informally. Okay. If unable to resolve the matter informally, then the dispute shall be resolved in accordance with the OST Procurement Manual, section 15.200. What does 15.200 say, Mr. Gunn? Because you know, every other contract I've ever ran, the jurisdiction should be OST court.
I'll get that answer for you right now.
I'm just asking some questions. And the last one, you said it was formally advertised, and that advertisement is not attached either. I only see one bidder.
I think that one was the one that was awarded, according to what Ann told us. Yeah, after they bidded it out. But because of the timeline, you know.
Mr. Kelly and Tribal Council, I'm going to read 15.200 of the procurement manual, which was adopted by ordinance 03-13. It says, general policies. Tribal policies in the area of disputes include the following. 1, when a dispute arises, the contract manager shall immediately, within a few hours, issue a stop work order to the contractor and inform the property and supply director, treasurer, and the president of the issue. 2, the president shall determine if legal counsel is to be utilized in helping to resolve the dispute. 3, the president shall call a meeting to be attended by the contractor and his representative, the contract manager, the property and supply director, treasurer, and the legal counsel of the tribe if necessary, and any other party as determined by the president. The meeting shall be held within 5 days of the notification of the dispute. 4, any dispute which arises which is not disposed of by agreement shall be decided by the contract manager with the approval of the president, who shall reduce the decision to writing and forward a copy to the contractor. 5, the decision of the contract manager shall be final and conclusive unless the contractor appeals his decision within 30 days to the council. 6, the decision rendered by the council in the event the original decision is appealed by the contractor shall be final and conclusive. 7, the contractor shall be given reasonable opportunity to be heard and to offer evidence in support of his appeal. 8, the president is responsible for advising the council of the status of all disputes.
So once again, that's actually outlined under the termination number 10 of the contract, but what protects the tribe? This guy could take the 102,000 and just walk off and not have to meet with the president. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to protect the tribe, Mr. Gunn, you know how dispute resolutions work, I'm just putting it out there. Thank you.
Mr. Kelly, did you read number 16? I did. Okay. Mr. Gunn, does number 16 cover his question?
In part, but it would be prudent to add a sentence that says, nothing in this contract prohibits the Oglala Sioux tribe from seeking to enforce the contract in the Oglala Sioux Tribal Court. I think what Mr. Kelly is saying is that it has a dispute resolution clause that talks about informal mechanisms, but if the contractor were to take the money and run, we would really want the ability to sue in tribal court and to enforce that order in any other court of competent jurisdiction. So you could amend this contract attached, it has a watermark that says draft. So you could amend your resolution to include that language, and then you could amend the contract to include that language. And I think that's, I agree with Mr. Kelly. So if you give me a minute, I'll write that down and then read it back.
Excuse me, President?
Question, go ahead, Councilman.
Just a quick question. If we make any changes to this contract, does not Mr. Little Bull have to be in agreement with it also?
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay, so we can't pass the contract today then if we modify it in any way
You can. You can
without
approve it.
his approval?
You're approving it for the tribe,
Yeah, but doesn't, what if he says I don't agree with that?
then you don't have a deal.
Okay.
Yeah, just a FYI, lunch is almost ready.
Okay, are we still under 15 minutes? So. Did we?
We paused.
Okay, so we have 4 minutes? Okay. So the therefore be it resolved, I think Mr. Kelly's friendly amendment is that the therefore be it resolved clause be amended to read, therefore be it resolved that the Oglala Sioux Tribal Council does hereby approve the contract between the Oglala Sioux Tribe and LB Construction and Repair LLC as attached and incorporated by reference as if fully set forth herein, provided that the contract shall be amended to include a provision in the dispute resolution clause that the Oglala Sioux Tribe reserves the right to seek redress, including but not limited to damages and specific performance for any breach of the contract by the contractor in the Oglala Sioux Tribal Court and to enforce a tribal court judgment by all means necessary.
Sound good?
Uh-huh.
Okay, call for the vote. Oh, wait.
Ask if that amendment is accepted
Yeah.
as amended.
Okay, the motion makers, is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Call for the vote.
George Dreamer Jr.,
Yes.
Norman Standing Soldier,
Yes.
Troy Little,
Yes.
Anna Halverson,
Yes.
Craig Dillon, James Cross, Jeremy Rosales,
Yes.
Tyler Lunderman, Bo Little White Man,
Yes.
Jackie Sears,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
David Kelly,
Yes.
Lyle Weston,
Yes.
Beef Randall,
Yes.
Sonia Little Hawk Weston,
Ha.
Unanimous, 15, motion carried.
Okay, our second one, resolution of the Oglala Sioux Tribal Council of the Oglala Sioux Tribe amending Resolution 25-189, requiring verification, qualifications / requirements and background investigation of drug testing clearance to include political appointees and to advertise the political appointee positions, including the marijuana commission positions. Skipping down to the fourth whereas. Whereas the tribal council is the body that selects and appoints individuals to work for the tribe, including but not limited to the following positions: Supreme Court justices, tribal court judges, attorney generals, tribal prosecutors, in-house attorneys, chief of staff, and chief of police. And whereas there have been problems arising with appointing individuals pending clearance of the background investigation, with appointees not obtaining background or drug clearance prior to selection and individuals not getting required clearance, caused the re-advertisement process to begin again and creating a delay in selection of individuals. And whereas the OST Law and Order Committee met on September 10th, 2025 and deemed it necessary to amend Resolution 25-189 to include all political appointees and to have Human Resources Department advertise all political positions, and recommends the approval of this amendment resolution by the Tribal Council. Now therefore be it resolved that the Oglala Sioux Tribal Council does hereby amend OST Resolution 25-189 to require verification of qualifications and/or requirements and background investigations and drug testing clearances as applicable to the positions to be completed by the OST Human Resources Department for all political appointees prior to bringing forth applicants to the Tribal Council for selection and appointment. And be it further resolved, the Human Resources Department shall advertise all political appointment positions, including the marijuana commission positions. Certification, motion.
Motion by Councilman Weston, second by Councilman Callaway.
No, question.
Oh, question, go ahead.
Sorry for question. Excuse me. Isn't this already covered in 2141, the Personnel Policies and Procedures Manual for Political Appointees?
Well, I think the HR director is the one that came forward with this, opposing it. So this one here was created to clarify that. Because she came forward saying that she could not advertise, because of the time period that goes by of the political appointees.
Answer your question, dude. What?
No, I'll rest, I guess.
Okay, Councilwoman Halverson.
I think this resolution came forward in Law and Order because a lot of times when tribal council appoints somebody into a position, let's say like like what we just did, the Prairie Wind Casino general manager, he was appointed by the vote of the tribal council. And in the past, before we would appoint somebody to a position and later on we would have to re-advertise because that person did not pass a background or the requirements, and so we'd have to come back again. This resolution ensures like the tribal council political appointees meet qualifications and verifications before they come to tribal council for approval. So I think it's more for for the process to be completed for political appointees. Because I don't think our political appointees are at Human Resources, right? So this is more for that purpose of the appointments of tribal council. And not all political appointees, just the ones selected by tribal council.
Councilwoman Little Hawk question.
Thank you, Mr. President. I think the reason why we passed this was the background checks. And I know a lot of times the HR won't do the background checks for these because she only does the employees, the programs, the people that get hired by the tribe. So I think the secretary also has, we always put it to the secretary, but she can only go to a certain part of the background check. So she doesn't do, it can't do a thorough background check when she does it. So when we want it to go to the HR is because it's a more extensive background check on this person. And so, and she doesn't do it because of that. So now if we pass this, it's going to open that up where she can do the background checks for them, for the political and the ones that we're saying on this resolution. That will cover that part of it. So that's why Law and Order Committee passed it.
Secretary.
That's correct, because when I was doing the advertising, there was only so far I could go. I couldn't do a complete federal background because I didn't have the clearance or anything like that to do it. And so that was my concern about that, because there's been a few times where you guys pick somebody and then they do their background check and it doesn't go through. So then you turn around and you have to get an alternate or redo the whole advertising. And I've seen that happen several times. And so I hope that this resolution can help do that, especially the advertising part too, because I think that once HR has it and they're able to collect all the information and do the vetting part of it in the background and all that, I think that would be more to get qualified candidates from the beginning. So thank you.
So tribal council,
Hang on.
the manual on political appointees does currently say that all political appointees are subject to the background check provisions in Chapter 11 and 11A of the Personnel Manual. But this resolution just affects the timing of it, that it should be prior to presentation of the applications for presentation. It does say that the investigations will be completed by OST Human Resources. And I just wanted to alert you, they do have that tribal access program, TAP, which allows for fingerprint scanning and background check. They may need to, they are subject to an agreement with the Department of Justice about what they can use that machine for. But so they may have to amend that agreement with DOJ.
Councilman Kelly, and then
Yeah, no, I thank Mr. Gunn for that, because I think we're gonna have to make some amendments to the ordinance also to include some of the commissioners. They're not listed in the policies and procedures for political appointees. Thank you.
Yeah,
Weston.
just real quickly, the one that Steve, that you're talking about, that set up over there at the public safety, we were told that it's not even being utilized at all. So I know that the past chief of police, Mr. Young, was the one that brought that to the Law and Order Committee. We approved it, and come to find out with the current chief of police, Ms. Means, she was telling us that it isn't being utilized over there. So the whole purpose for what we were told it was going to be utilized is not happening. So if we're going to amend it to allow for that to happen, then we better start using it, because we're not using it at all. Thank you.
Tribal Council, there are just a couple questions up here. One is, why is it a resolution and not an ordinance? And then the other one was, it does seem like in the discussion that you intended to apply to political appointees selected by the council, but the way it's written, it seems like it would also apply to political appointees selected by executive and each of you when you select your federal monitors. And so is it the intent of the committee that it apply to every single political appointee or just the ones that are selected by the tribal council? And then do you want to convert it to an ordinance?
I think we should turn it into ordinance to make it maybe stronger, I guess, in what we're saying and what we're asking for. So if we can do that, if the motion maker.
Yeah. Go ahead, Councilman Lunderman.
Chair, I'm a motion to table this and send it back to committee.
Okay, we got a table by Councilman Lunderman. Do I have a second? Second by Councilman Rosales. Call for the vote.
George Dreamer Jr.,
No.
Norman Standing Soldier,
Yes.
Troy Little,
No.
Anna Halverson,
No.
Craig Dillon. James Cross.
Yes.
Jeremy Rosales,
Yes.
Ty Lunderman,
Yes.
Okay, and the recognized councilman
still at 12-12.
at 12:12. Councilman still at 12:12.
Bo Little White Man,
Yes.
Jackie Sears,
Yeah.
Garfield Still,
I don't know what we're talking about, so I'm not going to vote.
Blaine Little Thunder,
No.
David Kelly,
No.
Lyle Weston,
No.
Beef Randall,
Yes.
Sonia Little Hawk Weston,
Yeah, no.
Seven yes, 8 no, 1 not voting. Motion failed.
change it to ordinance. Steve.
So, Mr. Gunn, can you change this from a resolution to an ordinance?
We can change, yeah, we can change the title everywhere that it says resolution, we can have it say ordinance.
Okay.
And then if you want it to, the wording to stay exactly the same, then you leave it that way. I
Yep.
do think I don't know if the tribal secretary wanted to, did you want to ask your question?
Yeah, because I was wondering if this would affect our political appointees. At the beginning of each term, we select political employees to be in our offices, all executive, I think your federal monitors are all, appointed by you. So would this affect them too? But the way, I'm just saying, because the way you read it, it says all. And so I was just gonna suggest that in the title, you put to include political employees and to advertise the political appointees selected by tribal council. Positions including the marijuana commission. Just the title of in your title.
Councilwoman Halverson.
Mr. Gunn, When you create an ordinance, it just goes forward, so it wouldn't affect the employees right now. It would be moving forward.
It would be
So
prospective.
for the future.
Yeah. It sounds like there's a request by the motion maker to change it to an ordinance, and we can
Yes.
change that word. Is there any other amendment that the motion maker is making?
If we can add what Stacy was saying in the title.
Okay.
Okay, so it's
So that's my motion.
motion with amendments. Councilman Kelly?
In this case, can we exempt the federal monitors because they're actually some of the lowest paid people here on the reservation, and we have a hard time finding them. They don't need to be scrutinized that bad. They're non-sensitive positions.
You wanna- We don't have a second, but I think that's subject to all. Yeah. So we, we have a second by Councilwoman Little Hawk Weston. Go ahead.
So when you're saying it's subject to all, but Mr. Kelly has a request there, we can still take that out, right? I mean, before we approve it.
Well, it's up to the motion maker.
We already have a motion.
Okay, that's why I was just question.
Okay, Secretary, call for the vote.
And just for the record, I want to read it that this was read as a resolution, but it will be changed to an ordinance. And that the ordinance title will read, Resolution of the Oglala Sioux Tribal Council of the Oglala Sioux Tribe amending Resolution Number 25-189, requiring verification of qualification requirements and background investigation and drug testing clearance to include all political appointees selected by the tribal council and to advertise the political appointee positions, including the marijuana commission. And also to change the resolved to ordained. And then in that first, in the therefore be it ordained, also insert political appointees selected by tribal council prior to bringing forth applications to the tribal council for selection and appointment. And you have a motion by Lyle Weston, seconded by Sonia Little Hawk Weston. George Dreamer Jr.,
Yes.
Norman Standing Soldier,
Yes.
Troy Little. Yes. Anna Halverson,
Yes.
Craig Dillon. James Cross. Jeremy Rosales,
Yeah.
Tyler Lunderman. Bo Little White Man. Jackie Sears,
Uh-huh.
Blaine Little Thunder,
Yes.
David Kelly,
Yes.
Lyle Weston,
Yes.
Beef Randall, Sonia Little Hawk Weston,
Ha.
Stacy, I'm voting yeah.
I'm sorry, Garf, thank you. I forgot to mark. Yes. So that's 14, 15, 16, okay.
14 yes, 1 no, 1 not voting, motion carried. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Oh, Mike died. Second by Councilman Standing Soldier. Secretary, call for the vote.
George Dreamer Jr.,
Yes.
Norman Standing Soldier.
Yes.
Troy Little,
Yes.
Anna Halverson,
Yes.
Craig Dillon, James Cross,
No.
Jeremy Rosales,
Yeah.
Tyler Lunderman. Bo Little White Man. Jackie Sears,
Uh-huh.
Blaine Little Thunder,
Yes.
David Kelly,
Yes.
Lyle Weston, Beef Randall. Yes. Sonia Little Hawk Weston,
Ha.
15 yes, 1 no, motion to adjourn at 12:26. Before we leave, let's do a meal prayer. I got a request, or Mr. Yamini Jack to do the prayer.
Dake se pinto. Chakashila, Atewa Kantaka. Today we thank you for this beautiful day and for everything you bless us today. Before we get going, we want to pray for all those who have gone before us and those who are in mourning. And pray for those who are in hospitals who are struggling with illness and fighting for their lives. We pray for those who are struggling with life in general. Kashila, I ask that you look upon all of us here today. Thank those who prepared the food for us and nourish our bodies.
Oh, Wopila. Thank you, council, for coming today. Thank you for your patience. And the people online, thank you for coming today. Have a good day, rest of your day and good week.